The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 17 out of 18 games. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia 76ers are struggling without Joel Embiid. Let's break down the 76ers and the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is a home game for Cleveland, and when we're looking at the Wager Talk Live odds page, we see that minus 10 is pretty much the prevailing number on the spread, with Cleveland being a 10-point favorite, and 230 is the over-under. There's a couple 229s and a half out there. I'm Andy from wagertalk.com. First off, thanks very much for joining us. Hope everyone had a great Super Bowl and a really good NFL season. 1-1 for us in the Super Bowl, so kind of a lackluster way to end the NFL season. But for the last 4 or 5 weeks of the regular season, the playoffs, and Super Bowl, really good record. So really happy with the NFL season. I do have a strong play that I like in this one, and go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps us out. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell button. That way you get notifications whenever we put up content. A lot of great college basketball and NBA individual game breakdowns here. And the only play that we have up for today is in the NHL, and I couldn't be more excited about it. I kind of like that NFL season is over so we can really focus and bring to light some of these sports that we've been making money in. NHL, we're at 63% for the season. We're on a 24-13 run. That play is up. It's only $15 today. Great way to build your bankroll. These NHL plays, I've never had an NHL season hitting 63%. So really happy about that. That's at wagertalk.com. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here with these two teams. So obviously the Cleveland Cavaliers are surging and the Philadelphia 76ers are going in the wrong direction. And when we look at Cleveland, their only loss through this stretch was at Milwaukee. It was a 126-116 loss. And what's interesting is, okay, so they come back from that loss. They beat Milwaukee, the Clippers, the Pistons, the Grizzlies, the Spurs. They beat the Kings, the Wizards, the Nets, and the Raptors. So you're going, well, how long can this continue? Well, they get gifted these Philadelphia games with no Embiid. So they get home to Philadelphia. Then they play the Bulls in Orlando, who are struggling. And then they go at Philadelphia, and then they get at Washington. Then their next game is versus Dallas. I think that's their next really big, tough test. So this Cleveland Cavaliers team, just on a money line, could really stretch this out. Meanwhile, you've got Philadelphia, who has only won 2 games in their last 12. They beat Utah, and they're coming off a win against Washington. And obviously, this all has to do with Joel Embiid. Here's some stats to take a look at. So I went back to the last game that Joel Embiid was the leading scorer for the Philadelphia 76ers, and that was 9 games ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I pulled the last 9 games to pull up the stats and see where these two teams are at. So we'll just take a look at pace. And pace, the 76ers are 15th. Kind of middle of the pack. Cleveland is 18th. So you got two teams that are about the same with pace. And then we go look at defensive rating, and this is where the real difference is. Cleveland is number 1 over those games. Philadelphia 29th. That's your big difference right there, is without Embiid, there's just no rim protection, and this is a team that's not good on the perimeter anyways, and they have been exposed. The only team that is worse in that time span is the Utah Jazz, and it's very close. So right there, that's your category that explains everything there is the defense. We can look at offensive rating. It's obviously going to be a big advantage for Cleveland. Cleveland is 6th in that time span, and Philadelphia is 25th. So you've got two teams, polar opposites here on the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Philadelphia 76ers. So is there any value? Is there anything that we can look at in this game from a betting perspective? And yeah, I think there is. I don't want to mess with this 10 points, although I do think Cleveland could absolutely – I think they would love to take advantage of a team in the Eastern Conference that's without their best player and really lay the smackdown. I'm not going to mess with the spread. I think the total is about where I would put it. Where I am going to go over is this Cleveland Cavaliers team total at 120.5. You look at what Cleveland's been doing, and defensively, the last couple games on the road, they held Toronto and Brooklyn to 95 points each. They only scored 119, 118, and 114 in those games. They slowed the pace down a little bit, and they were up so big that they kind of took their foot off the gas late. I love this 120.5. This is a Philadelphia team that absolutely cannot stop anybody. Look at the last few scores. They gave up 113 to the Wizards. Before that, 127 and 127 to Golden State and Atlanta. They gave up 118 to Dallas. They gave up 136 to Brooklyn. So this is a Cleveland team that's coming off of a few games on the road. They're going to be at home. They're rested. They didn't play yesterday, and they get a chance to put a whooping on their uh, on one of their rivals. So if you're a same game parlay better, I love that you can grab Donovan Mitchell over 2.5 3-pointers at juice. I would take that. This guy's made 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, and 6 in his last few games. Another player prop that you might look at is Evan Mobley over his points, rebounds, and assists. He has gone over his total every single game since he returned from the injury. He has kind of gotten back in the lineup pretty good, which is interesting because I thought Jared Allen looked really, really good without Mobley, but Mobley stepped in. They haven't missed a beat, and he's been dominant, and his points, rebounds, and assist total gone over every single game. And obviously, there's nothing inside that Philadelphia can really do. So, my favorite play in this one is going to be the team total for the Cleveland Cavaliers over 120.5. If you're a same game parlay better, maybe look at a alternate spread on Cleveland and Donovan Mitchell over 2.5 3-pointers. And for just one player prop, take a look at Evan Mobley over his points, rebounds, and assists. Guys, I know the Super Bowl is over. No Super Bowl hangover here. We have got a lot of profits that are out there. Let's take advantage of it. Let's get started in the NHL with my max bet that is up at wagertalk.com right now. Only $15 for the day after the Super Bowl. Great way to build the bankroll and get the week started off with a winner. So go ahead and tell me your best bet in the comment section. I love reading them, love responding to them, love seeing where you guys are at. Good luck on all your plays. We'll see everyone later.